Welcome to my latest squirrel shooting video. We're back at the Iron Bridge. I've set up in a big bank of laurels next to the 18th century waterway. The feeder is around about 27 yards away. As I crept through the laurels to the point where I normally shoot, I saw this squirrel already up on the feeder, so I got the gun out and actually shot this one freehand. Because this squirrel appeared to jump around a lot more than normal, I went straight out to retrieve it. The pellet hit just behind the eye, in line with the ear, so it was a good solid kill shot. So got no idea why it jumped around more than normal, but it was definitely dead. Well, there's no doubt about that shot. That squirrel didn't know what hit it. Neither of these two squirrels seem to be dominant. I suspect they're from the same litter, so they were just displaying normal sibling rivalry, I suppose. Just a quick scan around, see if I can see the other squirrel. It's surprising how often they don't go very far when you shoot one on the feeder. The bright sunlight shining on the silver birch is washing the image out a bit here, but it's still perfectly acceptable. When I shot this squirrel, I didn't realise there was another one on the ground nearby. It didn't hang around, disappeared off stage left, but I dare say it came back quite quickly. They usually do. This squirrel came in from the left, so it's probably the one that was on the ground when I shot the last squirrel. I wonder if squirrels get embarrassed. That one certainly should be. That was not a fine display of squirrel agility. Looks like this squirrel had given up going to the feeder, but at least eventually it did settle down long enough for me to get the shot off. Probably a good one to have got out the gene pool, seeing as it seems to have trouble climbing trees. I can't help including shots of the stock doves. I know I'm a bit obsessed by them, but numbers got so low in recent years that I rarely saw them, but now they're back in the woods, which is good to see. I think this one has actually lost its mate because there are a lot of feathers on the ground behind the tree, and it looks like a sparrowhawk has taken it, but that's nature in the raw. I find it quite fascinating how different squirrels react to being shot. The one in the slow-mo was thrown right back against the trunk, whereas this one simply fell off sideways. I don't know what the difference is, but they both appear to be hit in exactly the same place. Perhaps it's the way that they are actually sitting. Some are more tight, whereas others are sitting up slightly more, a little bit looser, so their reaction is different. I don't think I pulled that shot, but it did look as if the pellet actually went off slightly to the right. It hit the squirrel just to the left of its eye, so it may well have missed its brain, which is why it came off the feeder in a slightly strange way. After the shot, I did have a good look over the top of the gun rather than through the sight, and it fell to the ground and was barely moving, so it was a good shot, but I suspect it actually went down through its neck and into its heart and lungs. That was a good solid shot. The back end of the squirrel may be kicking around, but there's no movement in the front end, so it's definitely dead. Well, if that had settled down, gone up on the feeder or whatever, that would have made my number 10 for the day. Still, it was a good session. Total bag 9, which is not too shabby. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe.